Start this cityscape, we are going to put a vanishing point, a dot somewhere in the middle-ish of your paper. You decide where you want your dot to go. All of the lines that we create need to intersect this dot, so make sure that every line that you make is touching that dot in some way. I'm using a ruler to make my line straight, and I'm going to break up the space by dividing up this paper and drawing the ruler lines all the way across the page. And you're going to end up with a lot of different triangle-like sections. Each of these lines represent a building. So big buildings would be big sections of space, big triangle wedges there, and smaller buildings will be if you drew your lines closer together, and you would have smaller buildings. The center vanishing point, we're going to cut away. So right now you can make your rooftops. So we're down on the ground, looking up towards the sky and imagining what you want all of these different buildings, roofs to look like. What do roofs look like if you look up, if you're walking down the street in downtown area? I realized that was a large building, so I drew a line down the center to show the edge. So it's as if you're looking at the corner of the building. The left side and the right side is going to show, and you'll see windows once we put windows on. You also need to have a variety of heights. So some buildings are taller than others. And so all of these lines that you are creating is showing how some buildings are tall and some buildings are shorter. Turn the paper as you go around. It will make it less confusing if you focus on one triangle wedge at a time. Imagine each of these triangle wedges a building, so you get to design what is on your roof, whether it's a chimney or a water tower, or if it's a flat edge building, or if it has a rooftop, a pitch rooftop, you decide. So I would work on one section at a time. Notice here how the lines do not need to match up. They don't have to connect on the edges because each building is a different height and they're not connected. And then the center I just scribbled out so that you know we're cutting that part away. We don't need the middle. We're going to show a beautiful sky after we cut out the center. Now, as the architect here, you get to decide what you want your building designs to be. What kind of windows do you want to have? Horizontal windows, vertical windows, tall windows, wide windows, circular windows, rectangular windows, square windows, your choice. You are the architect designing your buildings. We're not going to color the buildings. I'm just going to color the windows just to give you a heads up and preview, just to save on time since I know perspective is a tricky topic, and we've had fun just making the buildings. can color your buildings however you want. You can color the buildings, you can alternate coloring the buildings with coloring the windows. I'm just choosing 2 colors here. I'm going to color the windows with highlighter because I love the bright colors that highlighters have. And then we are going to put a color for the background. So if you have colored construction paper, you can use a colored construction paper, or you can paint the background, or you can draw the background with clouds in it, or planes, or birds flying in the sky. You can put a rainbow in the background, whatever, or you can even get a magazine cutout with sky in the background if you want to just find some clouds or something in a magazine. However you want to do that center background sky. Be done with the colored construction paper, or if you have paint, you can paint a watercolor background to be the sky. Your choice. I hope you had fun making your 1-point perspective city. I can't wait to see how they turn out.